Alright, hello Ag Construction class, me again, starting a new unit on electricity. Before we dive into that though, we need to go back and review some safety. As this video is all about electrical safety, and that's where we'll start. The two big hazards to consider when dealing with electricity is shock and fire. Shock is your body's reaction to being electrocuted, for lack of better terms. And it's not that big a deal at low amps and low volts. Sure, it'll hurt, but it won't always probably kill you. However, if you increase the amps, increase the volts, there's a higher likelihood of serious injury and or death. The electricity attacks your nervous system and kind of the electrical flow within inside your body. It can stop your heart. It can blow off appendages if it's powerful enough, and it's just overall not very good. The second big hazard again is fire. With two parts of that. The first one is if too much heat is created when the electricity is passing through some kind of a resistor. It can get too hot and combust. And the second part is if it's arcing and sparking, those sparks can land on something and create a fire. So shock and fire are the two big ones. Some preventative measures are don't ever tamper with the safety devices that are in place. Don't ever mess with electricity in a wet area or if your hands or feet are wet. Always turn off the power before you start messing with wires. Turn off the main source if you can, or at least a breaker, or unplug it, and things like that. Always make sure there's good insulators and that everything is well grounded. Also, with that in mind, one of the big safety devices that you'll see, and we'll talk about some more, are these things that are called a GFCI. It stands for a ground fault circuit interrupter. They look just like a normal 122 plug outlet. However, in the middle there's a breaker, and so what happens is if electricity is passing through there and it ever exceeds its limit, for example, it's all of a sudden submerged in water, or if you were being electrocuted, something like that, it'll click that breaker and cut the electricity off immediately right at the outlet instead of having to break the breaker at the main box. So that's the big thing there, the GFCI, ground fault circuit interrupter. To review, safety, got shock and fire. Don't ever mess with the safety things. Keep everything grounded, turn everything off, make sure it's not wet when you're messing with it, and when you can, try to use the ground fault circuit interrupter.